Job search productivity tools are going to shave off hours, if not days, of the manual work that you've already been doing. It is a game changer, and if you have not picked up any of these tools, please get started on them because they will change the way that you work. There are so many different functions within AI tools as well as just good old fashioned software as a service tools. Most of these are freemium. I will outline the tools that I use and the tools that I would recommend to anybody in the situation that they are in a job search type of modality. The rationale of this is I want people to pick up tools and get better at using them. I've built out this sheet that contains a number of different tools that I use. There's basically a freemium version of just about everything, and ultimately take some time to go through and check these out because they really do change the way that you work. I'm going to run through a bunch of tools that I already use. So, AI note takers are a win win for all sorts of networking meetings. I don't recommend putting them on when you are trying to do job interviews because I think it'll throw people off. This is a quick screen grab from Otter.ai. I've used Otter for a number of months now, but prior to that, I was using Fireflies. It allows you to take the complete transcript and summarize. It also allows you to figure out what you need to do next. It's really an amazing tool if done properly, if used properly. It's great for networking. I wouldn't recommend it for interviews. AI assistants are taking over your inbox. Gemini is Google's tool, and I think a lot of people should try out some of the Gemini functions. It basically allows you to sort emails, it allows you to automate a lot of responses. There's a ton of note taking during meetings that can be possible with some of these different tools. And of course, scraping information out of emails, super helpful. Most of these have a freemium version and are very user friendly. Autofill tools. This is going to be a game changer when you are constantly building all of these crazy long applications. Magical Text Expander is a tool that I have used for years. It allowed me to build out shortcodes. Shortcodes are initiated when you hit a slash slash or you hit some type of unique set of keys that then pulls up a auto-generated message. This will save you so much time when you are building out these really, really long applications. And this is a Chrome extension that is free that allows you to basically autofill to your heart's delight so that you're not constantly doing the copy and paste or manually writing a ton of things. It's just not a good use of time. There's a lot of browser tools out there that really allow you to get better at organizing yourself in preparation of job search, in preparation of interview research, in preparation or in the process of doing interviews so that you're able to have everything in one place and easily jump around. I have, like everybody else, thousands of tabs open all the time, so it really helps me. Email open tracking is a game changer for those that have never used it. It is wild. So I have always wondered if people are ghosting me. And you can see, oh, looks like the last time they opened the email was the 24th, but I sent this thing at the end of February. So they're stalling or they're not maybe thinking of me and top of mind. I need to follow up. Also, if I see a crazy amount of opens, then it means, hey, they forwarded my resume to other people, which is super helpful. Streak is a G Suite tool. Mailtrack, I believe, works across all email providers. All of these are free, and it is again a game changer. It's huge. If you're not using it, get on board. I've used calendar tracking or calendar tools for a really long time. It reduces the back and forth of like, are you free on Tuesday at 1 o'clock? How about Thursday? It makes things so much easier. For a while, I was using a lifetime deal that I bought off of AppSumo. Calendly has a freemium version. Google Calendar just released a version. You can do a Google search for a free calendar booking tool, and I'm sure you'll be able to find something. But these things reduce the amount of back and forth, and I would definitely recommend them. However, know that when you send these things over, you really have to prompt people to book you because it's often that even though they get your calendar link, they don't actually do anything with it, which is crazy frustrating. Password managers. I've used a Google Password Manager like most people on my Chrome. I've used 1Password, I've used LastPass. I think people just kind of fall for whatever is the thing that they use the most. I definitely recommend this for all sorts of tools and job boards because as you pick up new tools, there's a tendency to reuse the same password. Please don't do that. Use a password manager. Most of these have a freemium version that is not ideal, but it does the job. And honestly, I can't imagine not having a password manager anymore. Uh, the aspect of having to give somebody a presentation or have to present something that really needs kind of a video aspect of it, it's so easy to do this with, I think the old tool I used to use a lot was Loom. Now I use SendSpark, which allows me to change the size of my big old head and basically run through either test projects or give people an overview of what I sent over. The cool thing about this is like it does have tracking. So 9 times out of 10, when I do like a 30-minute recording and I go through all of these different things, I know that nobody has opened it, nobody has watched it. You can actually see the watch time, which is crazy. And yeah, it kind of made things a lot clearer in terms of like maybe I'm over delivering on so many different levels because nobody's watching the stuff that I send over. This is especially true of job search related stuff. People don't watch your recordings, so just take that with a grain of salt. Know that that's the world that we play in. And of course, if you need to do a lot more social media type editing, there's other tools down here for you. It's a personal preference when it all comes down to it. I prefer to make my own slides, which is a bit old school. There are tools that are coming out on a very regular basis that are changing the game in terms of how you create flawless presentations that look and feel very professional because they have the same brand consistency, same sizing, not death by PowerPoint. Lots of different ways to do that. Beautiful.ai has a freemium version, and I definitely recommend checking that out. Gamma, I don't believe, has a freemium version, but either way, I mean, get used to doing presentations because that's probably what most people have in some aspect or another of their job. Maybe not, I don't know. I've already highlighted there are so many different tools for AI tool discovery, and I've put two in here. So there's an AI for that, and what can AI do today are two different tools. They're basically affiliate models, so they get paid basically by promoting other tools, but that's a thing. Writing. So Grammarly has been around for ages, and I think it's just fine. I currently use Monica.ai. Hemingway allows me to get a lot more succinct with my messaging. It also works on prose and the overuse of certain words, which I think sometimes we all have maybe crutch words, some reading level, and I don't know. I think it's a great tool, especially if you're having that moment where you're rereading your email 4 or 5 times. Plug it into Hemingway app. It is a free website that basically gives you all the information you need to know in order to convey the information properly. And then maybe you can start tailoring stuff within ChatGPT, DeepSeek, or whatever. There are so many different tools that are out there, and the best tool, honestly, is just the one that you actually use. Every tool will be replaced by a better one eventually. All tools that you get into, that you use, will eventually have a direct competitor. That is the nature of things that people like to buy or things that people like to use, is that eventually competitors pop up and either overtake their competitors or something new and revolutionary comes out. For instance, DeepSeek was not a thing before I finished this course, and now I'm using it fairly regularly. There are an endless amount of tools that one could discover, but I provided a massive resource for you. Please try these tools. I'm going to move on to the next segment, but I think the only thing that I want people to take away from this is there are so many productivity tools that are going to save you countless hours. Pick up a few of them and try them out. Get used to using tools.